Hello and welcome to the fourth annual Hart Softball Media Day. NAISB is excited to again host the 2025 edition of the Hart Softball Media Day. I am your host, Reagan Harrell. Today we are looking forward to talking with third-year head coach of the Missouri Valley College Vikings, Kelly James, along with her student athlete, Olivia Betancourt. Coach Olivia, how are y'all both doing today?
We're doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Just hoping y'all are able to stay warm up there in Marshall, Missouri. Coach, let's start with you as outstanding into the season last year as your squad advanced to the Hart Conference tournament and won games over Baker and MNU to advance to the Hart semifinals. Can you describe that run and what it meant for the program as y'all get ready for the 2025 campaign?
That is definitely for the group of girls that were there, and for our coaching staff. That was definitely a core memory that was created. We had some ups and downs throughout the entire season, battling injuries, and just some other things going on. And when we got there, it was we just went out and played softball. Um, that just that was probably one of the best feelings as a coach, to be there and just see, in a short amount of time how far those girls have come, and that they wanted to be there and that they wanted to see success. I kind of felt like we were the underdogs being there. We haven't been there in a while. We haven't won postseason since 2009. So that first win against Baker was historical for our program. That's why everybody running out of that dugout after our shortstop and I caught that fly ball over her shoulder to end the game. Everybody was there was some happy tears going on in the dugout because we knew we just made program history, and just making it to to semifinals. That was I couldn't ask for a better ending to the season than that. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you're excited to keep building on that. And obviously, Olivia is going to be a big part of that. Can you just talk about what she means to your program real quick?
Yeah. Olivia, as a coach, Olivia is one of those athletes that you want on the team. You want multiple Olivia Betancourt. She came in as a freshman. She had a couple athletes above her, and I told the team, if you want a spot, prove it. And every opportunity Olivia got, she proved herself, ultimately earning her a starting position on our team. And ever since then, has been a huge contributor to our wins, and to our successes on the field and off the field. This year, she really strapped into the role of being a leader, of taking our freshmen under her wing, showing what it looks like to be a very successful student athlete, as well as just this is the kind of work that us as coaches are expecting, our girls to put in and day out, and just being a positive leader, and just being the voice for the girls when we may not have had the best practice in the fall, but just helping them out and helping navigate, being a student athlete at the collegiate level looks like.
Olivia, that postseason run, that conference tournament run was really exciting. I know y'all are on in 2025, but can you just tell us a little bit about that experience and what it meant for you as a player and a leader on the team?
Yes, we haven't been to postseason in since 2009, and one of my goals while being here is I want to play in the postseason. And the fact that we got there last year, because that was one of our main goals, and the fact that we achieved it, that that's probably the greatest feeling when you achieve a goal like that. And the fact that we were the underdogs, people weren't expecting us to like beat a team like Baker or go as far as the Final Four, and the fact that we proved that it just shows what kind of a team we are, how bad we want it. And I'm excited for this year. I mean, one of our goals is to go back to the conference tournament. And I see us doing really well this year. We have a newer team, a younger team, but we have a lot of talent with pitching, catching, infield, outfield, hitting. We got a lot of talent this year. And I really see us going back to where we were this last 2024 season.
I'm sure you want to get right back there, but originally you're pretty far from home. Originally from Murrieta, California. Can you tell us a little bit about the softball in that area? I know JUCO is big there for California. Softball is it fairly popular sport?
Hmm. Yes. With being from California, we have the sunnier weather. I mean, right now it's 70 degrees. Um, it's nice. It really is being able to play year round. Going to Missouri Valley, I wanted to see snow. I've never seen snow that lasted for more than 3 days. So that was a great experience for me. And even adapting to that, I thought it was really fun. We definitely don't experience that in California. I mean, I remember being in travel ball. We would complain it's cold and it's 60 degrees outside. And I always thought it was fun being playing here. We have a lot of really top ranked travel teams here. I mean, are one of the better Athletics Mercado, Batbusters. They're all from my area. Um, we got a lot of talent out here, and I think it shows when it comes to recruiting and all of that. And I really think we are very lucky when it comes to being able to play the sport we love in a great state like California.
Well, safe to say you're definitely getting that wish answered right now with all the snow on the ground there in Missouri. Just going back to your roots though, how did you get into even playing the sport of softball?
I started when I was like 7 or 8 years old. I was like kind of playing around with a lot of different sports. And I don't know, there was something about holding the bat in my hand and holding the glove in my left hand. There was something just that kind of clicked with me. And I think from a young age, I knew I wanted to play collegiate softball. So with that, it's like I was in many travel ball clubs. I played high school softball and I was a varsity letter. It was a really fun like childhood experience being able to play a great sport like softball.
Yep, love it. Love the sport. Coach, can you talk about your coaching staff there at Valley? You have some alumni. You just talk about their importance to your program.
Well, we have back Clarissa Hagler. She was my graduate assistant. She graduated in May, actually while we were at the conference tournament. And she is now my assistant coach. We have added Abby Kinsler, who is a former player of ours, and she is taking over our pitchers this year. We also have a couple student assistants who are former players of ours that are helping out with our infield and our outfield. I think I know there's a new energy coming from this coaching staff that just clicks so well. Just being fun, being creative. That's really the biggest thing amongst the Abby, Clarissa, and myself. We've been spending these past couple days just brainstorming different practice ideas, writing different lineups, just being creative and thinking outside of the box. And I think it's going to really show in the dugout. I believe in leading from the top down, so leading by example. And I think that the girls are definitely going to see that and feel that. And I hope that it can continue and continue down the chain from there.
Coach, can you talk about your softball journey? You're originally from California. Also, how did you find out about Missouri Valley College there in Marshall, Missouri?
Yes, so originally from the Bay Area, like Liv was saying, there's a lot of good competition out there, a lot of great travel ball teams. I knew I wanted to get out of California, come play in the Midwest. Was recruited by a previous coach here. Learned a lot about myself. I caught here for 5 years. I redshirted my freshman year, so my story's a little bit different because my senior year was COVID, and got to come back and play that 2021 season, and then transition to the coaching role. So this Marshall's kind of become my home. When I was recruited out here, come to do my signing in April, my senior year. I just knew it was home, and it was a place that I wanted to continue and grow and be a part of this softball program for as long as I can. And here we are today.
I love it when you are the head coach. What's your favorite part about being the head coach for Missouri Valley softball?
Oh, just building the experience for the athletes and really understanding and building the what they're going through, building the connections and being able to help them. Yes, we're coaches, but we're in their lives for a short amount of time, and we're really here about making those connections and how can we help them uh, get ready for their next step or their next chapters in life. So I think it's really just building those connections and relationships. One coach told me that you're in this for the wedding invitations and the baby announcements and everything along those lines. And I'm starting to see that now with graduating some of our girls from my first year. Had the pleasure of going to the NFCA coaches convention at the beginning of December and sitting at a dinner one night. I had Clarissa next to me. I had one of my athletes who was a senior in my first year coaching sitting next to her, and then one of my coaches who's a mentor on my other side. And that was more of like a full circle moment. Like, this is where you're supposed to be, and this is what you're supposed to be doing, is building those connections.
Love that. Now, transitioning to this, a little more fun questions for you. Olivia, just get done playing a double header, a couple of dubs in the back pocket, feeling good. Where are you going for a post-game meal?
Hmm. There's a lot of good options. One thing I like about Kansas City is there's a lot of different options. I mean, you can never go wrong with barbecue.
Of course.
I don't know. I think I remember when we were in Cedar Rapids for the tournament, I think we went to Olive Garden, and that was just a
Yeah.
really fun like experience for all of us.
Unlimited breadsticks, baby. Love the
I think we got like 10 baskets of breadsticks. We just kept having them coming out.
Yep. Yep.
Love that, Coach. One for you. Do you have some good road trip stories from either as your time as a player or as a coach there at Missouri Valley?
Yes, there's one that the girls will never let me live down. We were driving back from Grandview one night, and it was a little late, couldn't see, and the girls were asleep. And I see coming out of the cornfield on 65 a raccoon coming, and I started hitting the horn to maybe stop it, and I hit that raccoon dead on. All the girls woke up, and the last about 30-40 minutes of that bus ride, they were just giving it to me the entire time. And every time we get into the bus, they remind me, don't hit a raccoon this time, or every time we're on 65. So that's one that they don't let me live down. But a lot of great stories. One movie that's always on is Pitch Perfect. So can probably recite that movie from beginning to end with the songs and the girls just karaokeing that movie all the time. Just a lot of references come up in practice too, from Pitch Perfect, even bench warmers, everything like that. And that just all comes from the bus rides.
That's two classics right there. I'm not some quotes not gonna say here, but definitely a good movie. They for Pitch Perfect, the big battle scene where they have all the different teams competing at the little underground spot. That's still one of my favorite scenes. When they're just going up top one another. But
Yeah.
softball, not Pitch Perfect interview.
Yeah.
Uh, Coach, do you have any superstitions or anything pregame rituals that have stuck with you over the years?
Very superstitious. When I was a player, I used to have certain shoelaces I had on my cleats. Um, since I wasn't wearing cleats anymore, it turned into certain ways I wore my hair or outfits or even shoes. So there's times that Clarissa and I are on it. If we're winning, we're matching head to toe. Sometimes we got to mix things up. Most of the time, if we're winning or something, the hairstyles is going to stay the same. If we're not, it will change. Another little funny thing is the The girls pick on me. I collect rocks. So if there is a dirt field with a lot of rocks, I'll put the rocks in my pocket and I'll transition them from pocket to pocket depending on what's going on that inning. So the girls like to pick on me for that one as well. So typically by the end of the season, I got a jar full of rocks.
Just each one, just put a label 2024, 2025, and here's my rock collection. If it's a good year, you can go back, you can say, all right, this is this is the kind of rocks we need. Got it.
Yeah. There was one athlete too who there was a superstition that we would trade rocks in between half innings. She would come out of the dugout, I'd come back from the coach's box on third base, and we'd trade a rock, and it's just one of those things. Does it help? I don't know, but hey, it kept me calm.
Okay, one last question. Something Carly, my co-host, and I started asking during interviews last year. We're gonna bring it over to the Heart of America Media Day. Y'all about to go on a road trip. Hopefully, y'all don't kill any bandits along the way. But before that, you're going to stop at a gas station. Olivia, what is the gas station order before one of those long road trips?
It depends. I mean, sometimes yeah, it really depends on the day. I mean, we'll either sit in the bus and just kind of talk amongst ourselves. We're still kind of waking up. And then other days we'll just rush into the gas station, maybe get however many snacks we want. We'll fill up that bus with snacks, maybe for our snack bucket as well. And something about gas station stops, it's like a quick kind of reset. And even before a game, it's kind of like our, okay, wake up, kind of come to moment, like get ready, we're gonna go play. So I think gas station stops, they're interesting sometimes.
Coach, what about you? Do you have anything in particular you like to pick out before one of those road trips?
Nerd clusters, sweet and spicy seeds, and an energy drink of some sort. Personal favorite, any kind of Alani Nu. But we do have to make sure that snack bucket is full at all times. The idea of the snack bucket was to have snacks during the games, but there are times I've had to stop and refill it because we have gone through most of the snacks just on the bus right up.
You have something, just little snack, make the time go by. Well,
hey,
great
it's
stuff.
the fruit snacks. The Sam's Club's fruit snacks, that's a team go-to.
Love it. Well, great stuff. Coach Olivia, thank you so much for joining us for Media Day, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.